are friends, they have the same culture, and all of a sudden, like, the mood is completely transformed. And I said to the guy, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you realize how close we got to, like, real violence here, right? And he said, look, we have to face this stuff. We have to recognize, they can come together and have a lovely, wonderful time, but they're not engaging with the real trauma, the real difficulties that they're experiencing as a community. You can't just say, oh, everything's better now and pretend that it is. It's not. There's this whole legacy of violence that you have to address, right? In South Africa, it would be like the Truth and Reconciliation Movement. Here in the United States, have we ever done this? No, we've never done this. To recognize, I caused you suffering. This is what I did. This is what you did. Never been. And so, as they encounter that, once they deal with it, then they can work, right? But you need these spaces of dialogue and connection. You need these spaces where that official discourse can be broken down. And that's where we start to think about like spaces of humor, spaces of irony, right? I was telling you about these checkpoints. The Greek Cypriots were pissed that you had to show a passport, and the Turkish Cypriots were pissed that you had to show a passport. The Turkish Cypriot leader who insisted on passports, this guy named by the name of Ralph Denktash, he's like an old hardliner. He was on the way out, but he's still in charge. I got to hang out with him as he was giving a speech, and his bodyguard was there. The biggest, nastiest dude I've ever seen. The bodyguard was like 18 feet tall and had hands like this. And I remember, he's still strapped and shit, and I'm standing like meeting you to the president, right? And here's his bodyguard, and he's just fucking eyeballing me the whole time. And I'm like, it'd be kind of cool if this guy would kick my ass, just because I bet you he's really good at kicking ass. But on the other hand, I don't want to like die right now. Tigers and everything. And but Ralph Denktash says, look, stop your belly aching about showing passports because you're Cypriots. He says there's no true Cypriots. The only true Cypriots are the Cypriot donkeys. That's what he says. And so then these guys, they're like, oh, let's organize a protest. Let's get a Greek Cypriot donkey and a Turkish Cypriot donkey. We'll make them passports, right? And we'll bring them to one side of the border and then the other side of the border, and bring them together, and then have this kind of make fun of this guy, right? And so they decide to do this, but then the Turkish Cypriot donkey, they couldn't find a truck, so it didn't show up. And this is how these things cascade out of control, right? And so now it was just a Greek Cypriot donkey. And so they're coming to the border, and they weren't supposed to cross the border, and they haven't passed. I'll show you pictures maybe next time. It says the Turkish Cypriot, or the Cypriot Republic of Donkeys. And it's got the donkey's photograph, and it's like a full-on like fake passport. And they show it to the border officials, who take it, let them cross the border, and the second they cross the border, the security police come in and arrest everyone, including the donkey. Okay? Now this is scary because not that long before this incident,